Hey everyone, it's Rick Fronick, and I wanted to shoot this video to actually share my vision board. Now, this is something that Vincent Ortega Jr. in Asia had encouraged everyone to do with the online business app, but this is something that I've always visualized in my head, and I've actually written it down like daily on paper, but I've never actually went ahead and created a vision board. So I was great that they actually challenged everybody to do this, because it really pushed me to that next step to actually creating one. So what I want to do here is I want to share this with everybody. So let me flip this around here so I can. Here's my vision board here, and actually it's what I would call it more of is like a vision whiteboard. So this is, I bought a whiteboard once, probably about 4 years ago, so I could actually do some webinars and teach on it, and I did a few, but I kind of, put it to the wayside when I moved to Galena over a little over a year ago now. And that was one of my biggest dreams, was always to live in Galena, Illinois. I had been coming here for 20 plus years, and it was my favorite place to visit. And that was one of my dreams, was always to get here, but then also have open my business and be on Main Street. Well, I did actually have I'll zoom in here on this. This is actually a picture of my ribbon cutting event here with the Chamber of Commerce in October of 2022. So that was like a huge event for me. It was like one of the biggest moments in my life. And that was actually in the newspaper with some of my advertisements underneath it that I did afterwards. But what I want to just go over the vision board here real quick. Every single thing that I do is in these two pictures right here. On the left, that's me with my oldest son, Rick, and my youngest son, Ryan. They're my pride and joys. And then on the right, that was at Christmas time 2 years ago. That's my granddaughter, Amelia, sitting on my lap. On the far right is my granddaughter, Izzy. And then in the middle there is my soon-to-be step-grandson, Liam. Okay, so that's every single thing that I'm doing in life is for them. I want to make sure that by the time that they're my age, they never have to worry about struggling or wondering if if they're going to have a secure financial future. So that's what my goal is, to do the best and teach them along the way as to what they can do to have a more successful life, and then also at the same time save for them for their future. So over here on the right, I've got the daily top 6. So this is what a lot of times people say to write down top 3 or top 6 things that you want to get accomplished today. So I'm going to keep this out, and each night before I go to bed, I'm going to write my top 6 goals that I want to accomplish on there. And like, you see over here in the middle here, this is the picture. And if you're ever in Galena, Illinois, it's a gorgeous, beautiful town. In the middle of town, if you go from Main Street all the way up to the very top there, let's see, all the way up to the top right there, that's 192 steps, okay? And the reason why I have that on there is that reaching your ultimate goals or your dreams and everything, it's not a hop, skip, and a jump. You have to take those steps. You have to daily perform and do what you need to do in order to get to that next level. So that's what that's the steps right there are a reminder for me of that. And then actually over here, this is kind of how I plan on getting there. Okay, my first initial goal is $3,500 a week. And then by collaborating and through collaborations with iHelp Global Online Business App and Dr. Vincent Ortega Jr., Agent Nick, and everybody that's part of this incredible family here, collaborating with you guys. My business is Silver and Gold Solutions, and then also my main business, which is Work Smarter for You. And then my ultimate weekly goal is $12,000 per week. Okay, and the way with the silver and gold, that's right there. That's why I've got an American Eagle silver dollar right there, because that's one thing that I want to teach. Is part of it is teaching everybody how to save and silver and gold, and that's why I have over here with everyone over on that big one, is that I feel that every single person should have some form of precious metal, silver or gold in their possession, actually physical, tangible silver and gold, not something that they can pass down to generation. So this was the over here is the first. This actually was an ebook that I created, but then when I had my grand opening, I wound up going ahead and having it published. So it's like a 16-20 page booklet here. But I have the times 4 there, because what I want to do is, as I grow and develop, create at least 4 more books of course bigger than that one, but along the way. So I was kind of helping people out in more and more. And we'll go over here to the top. Okay, so this is kind of where I'm starting out, because I have my business here now, but it does need to grow. But what I really want to do is ultimately, my goal is to pay it forward and teach and share along the way. But I have this picture here, right here. This was from back in 2017 when I was at a conference, and I had the opportunity to speak on stage. The holder of the conference asked anybody if they wanted to come up and talk. And let me tell you, this was back in my beginning of my journey. I was scared to death, but I got up on stage and I did it anyways. And I never looked back. I never regretted doing that, because that was the one opportunity where I could actually get up in front of, I believe there was probably between 600 and 700 people there, and have the chance to speak on stage. And that was really, my goal is to actually get back to that point. And that's why over here we're worldwide on stage, because I would like to travel the world, meet a lot of different peoples, and then share my story and share what I know to help others succeed in life and have a more secure future, and also ways to inspire themselves to be better and be great. And that's where I think everybody here in the Online Business App family is doing a great job of working with everybody and helping everybody and inspiring everybody. And along those lines, besides speaking on stage, my goal was to always, here's downtown Galena, and this is a picture of like an older version of downtown Galena. And my goal is to have an Ace, it would be called Ace Antique Sports Memorabilia, sports cards, coffee, collectible, craft clothing, and silver and gold store on Main Street. And I'll of course have to come up with a shorter title, but that's my goal, is to actually have a store on Main Street in downtown Galena. My business right now is part of my home, and it's on Dodge Street. But to actually have a business in town which will actually stand the test of time, where people will associate my business with being in Galena, and travel from around the world to shop at the store. And then over here I have this is the Ryan Mansion. This one right there, that's the Ryan Mansion, and that's the Bel Air Mansion. Now these are, as you go towards the outskirts of Galena, out of town, but they're in Galena, and they are bed and breakfasts. And that's my dream, is to actually own both of those bed and breakfasts, and have it to where always create memorable experiences for people that visit Galena. And part of my goal here is to have Rick and Ryan and my granddaughters eventually run it. Okay, so that's part of my dream. Everything that, like I said, everything that I'm doing is for them, and and having a better future. So that's part of my dream, is actually own those bed and breakfasts, and being considered one of the best bed and breakfast innkeepers of Galena, and have my bed and breakfasts listed there. And then also I have here the disabled American veterans. Everything, all the 10% of all the proceeds that I get from my business, I do give back to the disabled American veterans. I'm a U.S. veteran myself, and I realize the sacrifices that people make to defend this great country of ours. So that's why I always give back 10% of that. But then I also have, I'm Catholic, so it's St. Michael Parish, which is here in Galena. That's St. Mary's. And then OLPH is my brother's parish. My one brother's a priest. And so I always try to do something for him to help him out. Actually, I've helped him out building a website for his parish, and I actually help keep it up to date. And then this picture here this is of me, okay? And that right there is just a reminder to me, to along my journey, to have fun. That life is serious enough. There's enough ups and downs, but that's just a picture to remind me that along the way I still have to stop, smell the roses, and have a little bit of fun. Okay, so and then we'll close it out here. Like I have the sports cards there, because that's part of my shop that I want. And then also up here I have ghost tours. Okay. And when I was coming here on vacation, visiting all those years, I would always go on this one ghost tour called All About a Ghost Tour. And the guy that runs it, he actually joked around towards the last couple of years. He's like, "Why don't you just give the tour? You've been on it long enough." So one of my goals or dreams is actually to help him with those ghost tours, and actually take them over, and kind of be like a co-host of them and do the tours with them. So that's why that's on there. And then finally, I have the time is now, because that's part of my Work Smarter for You slogan. So go back down here on my business card. The time is now to work smarter for your future. So that's part of my slogan. So That's basically to remind me every day that, take the present moment and do whatever I can in it. And then this last picture up here real quick is, okay, we have here, that's the steps going up, and this is another picture of the steps going down. And that's a reminder to me that no matter whatever goals I achieve in life, even when I get to that point, I can look back and say, yes, I've accomplished that, but there's still more to accomplish in life, and to never stop learning, stop sharing, stop teaching, and stop paying it forward and giving it back to everyone. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. Okay, so I hope everybody enjoyed this. And let's see, let me flip this around and get this back on me. So I'm going to go ahead and post this on YouTube, and if everybody can check it out, I appreciate it. But this is a valuable lesson. I mean, like I said, I've written it down. I do have a journal that I write in every day. I have written it down hundreds and hundreds of times, but actually putting something like this in front of me, this is going to be definitely inspiring, and it's something that it's so big that I cannot help but look at it. So I'm going to keep this actually in my living room because it's the size of my love seat pretty much. So this will be a good reminder for me and helping me keep my vision and my thoughts clear and focused on what I want to achieve in life. So thank you very much for everybody for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye.